and Aiden Grimshaw. Hello.
Hello.
Thank you for coming in.
It's a pleasure. Thank you for having me.
How are you?
I'm very good, thank you.
I'm very good. We like your new song a lot.
Thank you very much.
We've been playing it. I had it as my big thing, actually.
Yeah, you did. Thank you for that, man. Thank you very much.
Were you worried about doing your new stuff so long after X Factor? Because it's been like 2 years, is it?
Yeah, it's been a while. Yeah, I suppose initially I was a little bit worried, but it's been so long and I've done so much stuff since then and kind of made more experiences that I haven't forgotten, but it kind of seems like a world away since I was on there.
Yeah.
Like,
do you still watch it and think, God, I did that?
Yeah. I had a phone call with my friend the other day where I was like, remember when I was on TV every week? That was odd, wasn't it?
This is like a dream.
Yeah.
Would you do it again if you had your time again?
No.
You wouldn't?
The day, I remember the audition day, I told my grandma it was like a 12-hour day. At the end of it, she looked like she was going to pass out. It was a long, those days are long.
Yeah, you do. I mean, when you're in that kind of bubble of X Factor, you do work really hard because you have to learn new songs and new routines every week. It's quite intense, isn't it?
Yeah, man, it's really intense. Just going from being and kind of nobody to automatically being this guy on telly every week and all famous is very odd. Do
you find it a bit weird, the fame thing?
Yeah, it's very weird. It's a little bit weird.
Yeah. Like there's some people outside now and you're like...
That's not happened for a while. That's all. I didn't quite know what to do.
Sometimes, though, winning that show isn't always the best thing. If you look at JLS or Ollie Murs or One Direction...
Yep.
It, like, they didn't win, but they've done amazingly well.
I think all it is to anybody, really, is an opportunity. And as long as you go out and do what you want to do and... you know, make the best of what you think you can do, then you'll be...
But I guess without doing that show, you wouldn't have this platform now, would you?
No, exactly. I worked at Pizza Hut. I used to get like £7 a tip a night and be like, woo!
Do you still speak to people that you were on the show with?
I speak to Matt quite a bit. He's a good lad. We enjoy beer and we share the same pub, which is handy for our relationship. Yeah.
What, you live next door?
2 minutes away from me.
I love that you live near Matt Cardle.
Nice.
Yeah, he's a nice guy. Did you, with your new stuff, did you have total say in what it sounds like? Yeah,
we had total say. The first year and a half, we had time to go and work with loads of different producers and writers, and I was kind of finding my feet and mostly kind of finding what didn't work and what we shouldn't be doing. Right. And then in November, I met Jared Rogers, who produced the whole album, and we kind of worked on that for like 2 months and delivered the album when it was finished to the label. So yeah,
it must be quite nice because I reckon on X Factor you must get some weeks where you're like, that is not my style at all.
Yeah, it's odd. It was nice to kind of go away and have full control. And most of the songs kind of came from when I was a little bit drunk and having being able to have that full say. It's nice to listen back to and be like, oh yeah, that's what that was relevant to me. Yeah.
This is more me than Big Band Week.
Yeah. I didn't get to do Big Band Week. I was a bit good.
I didn't do it?
No, I was going to do Fly Me to the Moon.
So, yeah, why not? Everyone else does.
No, that's what I mean. I was looking forward to it. Get the tie out.
So has your life must have massively changed since that show, right?
Yeah. Well, a couple of times. I went from being not famous to being famous, and then lost the quiff, and then I was not famous again. And now there's kind of a few people outside taking photos, so yeah. It's changed back and forth a few times.
Is it weird when because you are on TV and you are massively famous for however long it is, 6 months, and then suddenly nothing at all?
Yeah, it gets well scary.
Does it?
Yeah.
In what way? What do you mean?
Like, a few times, odd thing to say, but a few times after it finished, I'd found myself, like, walking to the shop and, you just look people in the eye. Like, go on, look at me. Oh, they didn't look, it's too long.
It's me off the telly!
Mad world.
No, still nothing. No, hello? You must recognise me. Is there anyone on that show the same year as you that you think was really talented and maybe hasn't hasn't had the shot they deserved?
I liked Nicolo Festa. He left on the first week, which was pretty gutting for him. Like, probably no one really remembers him. He was a great singer.
Who was that? I don't remember him.
It was like Italian. He was dead tall. He was like, "Hey, my name's Nicolo."
Nicolo Festo.
Nicolo Festo.
Oh yes, of course, Nicolo Festo.
He never got to that bit.
Oh right. Oh, he didn't.
No, he
that
did
bit?
1 week.
Yeah, he got 1 week. I think he did some mental thing where he sat in a chair singing Lady Gaga. I think.
Yeah, I think it was a bit. I think people were like, "No, that's weird."
Yeah, it was fairly weird, though, wasn't it?
Should we stop talking about X Factor now?
If you want.
And talk about you.
Yeah, let's do it.
Your fans are called Grimlings.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes.
I found out yesterday that Alexandra Burke's fans are called Beasties. I have no idea why. Yours makes more sense.
Yeah.
But they've all been on Twitter, so I've got a few questions. Ellie Hyatt wants to know, what is the best thing that's happened to you this year?
I went to a Radio Times party or something, and it was pretty odd, but I don't know why I was there but Rita was there from Coronation Street, and I just had a minute of going like, oh my god, oh Jesus, there's Rita.
Actual Rita?
It was actually her, and Gail was there as well, but I wasn't as happy.
And that's been the highlight.
It was more about the Rita.
Did you go up and go, me, mad world?
That's around my mum.
Did you?
Mum, Rita's over there.
That's what I would do as well.
Yeah.
I like it. That's the best thing that's happened to you this year as well.
Well, it's just the thing that sticks out the most.
Yeah. Marie Mulligan wants to know why you are obsessed with zebras.
I'm not obsessed. I flippantly said once after, like, recently after the X Factor on a Twitter thing that I like zebras, and then on my birthday I got 2 letters through the post, and someone had adopted me. 2 people had adopted me as zebra, so I am like father to 2 zebras that I'd never visit.
So you're like a zebra.
Terrible dad. Don't even pay no maintenance.
You're like a zebra ambassador now.
A zebra ambassador.
You are a bit. So where are the zebras? Do you know where they are? Do you know their names?
I wish I did. I really do. But the certificates are on my wall at home.
That's awesome.
My mum put them up when I went home, and I thought that's a bit odd again. But
it's like I think Becky from the show is friends with an orangutan. Well, she kind of sponsors it or something and sends like £10 a week or whatever it is.
It's much more than I do.
One of our
a week's quite hefty.
No, I don't think it's
orangutan.
Jesus. Maybe a year. One of our listeners, Lucy, was at a festival with you in the Ultimate Power Ballads bit.
Yes, go on, Lucy.
I know, we mentioned this a while ago because a few people saw you and you were did you have your guitar with you?
I had an inflatable guitar.
Okay, good. And she wants to know what your power ballad of choice is.
Toto. As soon as Toto came on, my
Africa.
night, my night was made.
Was it?
Arms were up in the air.
I'd quite like to go to one of those nights.
Oh, it was fantastic.
Was it? Go?
I think they do them all over London and stuff.
Do they?
Yeah, we can go.
Shall we?
Yeah.
I love a power ballad.
The concept is pretty mental. Like, there's just some guy at the front miming, and then there's a guy pressing play, and then miming guitar. But you're just in it.
What, so they just mime?
Yeah, they just run around like madmen.
So it's like total eclipse of the heart.
Yes, that was on. Yes.
Yeah, but some woman is doing it. Just miming.
No, they're all these 3 guys, 3 hairy butch guys. Just like,
this sounds my ultimate night out.
It's brilliant.
We'll do that.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
That's on the list. Yeah. Right, let's play your song. This is Aiden Grimshaw, Is This Love? You're listening to BBC Radio 1. Aiden Grimshaw, Is This Love? BBC Radio 1, he's with us. Hi.
Hello.
Harriet, revising in Sheffield, is very sad that you're not in the video for the song. She was like, well, I wanted to see him, but there's some random guy in it instead.
Yeah. I get dead sweaty in front of cameras. That would have been a major downfall for the video.
You get a bit of a sweat on.
And I've always liked videos that kind of, you watch it and there's a different kind of storyline to what you might have thought when you were listening to the track.
Will you be in any of your videos, do you think?
Yeah, I hope so. Maybe a little bit, but yeah.
You know, with a wind machine.
I do sweat a bit. You know.
You've got to be in one.
I'm thinking about getting Botox under the armpits. Apparently that's a valid way to stop. No problem.
It's awful, isn't it, when you get a sweat on?
It's pretty terrible.
Because then you're aware of it and then it makes it worse.
Exactly.
It's like
Even
turning
now,
a tap on.
I've got sweaty palms.
Yeah. We talked about this a while ago. Have other pop stars given you any kind of advice?
No, I've not really spoke to many other pop
Have you not?
stars. I came ninth. They're not queuing all around the blocks.
I came ninth. I don't know anybody.
Yeah, that's true. Matt Cardle sometimes. So.
Yeah. He must have given you some advice. Emma Rushworth wants to know what you will do when your song goes to number 1.
Bloody hell. Is the hoping. I don't know. I'm made up with the way it's gone so far, so every day as it comes, I'm pretty nervous about it, but I'm excited at the same time.
We were just saying that is a song that you probably couldn't do at karaoke.
No. Maybe not.
You could probably.
Yeah, I'd have a go.
Yeah,
I'd have a go.
But
I think I'd struggle.
I think I would. Yeah.
I'm going to give it a go, though.
Go on then.
No, not now.
Good luck with that.
I can't breathe.
Oh, good. Very nice.
It's quite high. Yeah.
So, Aiden, what's the plan then? Like, let's look like a year ahead. What's going to happen? What do you want to happen?
I've not thought that far ahead. Hopefully towards the end of the year there'll be a load of like live dates around the same sort of date, because the live thing's something that I'm looking forward to. But you know, just taking every day as it comes so far, and like I say, the feedback we've got off this one is amazing, so I can't wait for everyone else to hear the rest of the stuff on the album.
I've heard the next song as well. It's amazing.
You like it?
Yeah, really good.
Good stuff.
We like it. Listen, thank you so much for coming in today. It's been a pleasure to meet you.
It's a pleasure, man. Thank you for having me, and thank you for playing the song.
No worries.
Thank you.
Thank you. Aiden Grimshaw.